Captain Jesse from the Modiat Netanya 8, and I chose Linkscape because being a professional charter captain, we demand on-time service 24 hours a day without interruption. When I joined this vessel, I found the service was subpar at best and immediately contracted Linkscape to come and change out all of the gear that we had on board, put their Linkscape modem on, and since then we've had reliable service for the remainder of the summer. I've been a Linkscape customer for almost 2 years, and will continue to be a Linkscape customer. The installation was quick, easy. It fits into our rack perfectly. Works very well with the existing equipment that we had on board, and it's a very reliable, easy to work with modem, and I can pull it up on my computer, whereas any other installation that we've had, I've always had to have somebody on the other end do all the work. Now I can do most of the work myself to check and make sure that we're tracking correctly and that I'm getting the best out of the equipment we have to provide the best for the customer. I have recommended Linkscape in the past. A few of my friends are now very happy Linkscape customers, and I will continue to endorse Linkscape in the future. Their service is top-notch, and we get excellent VSAT service.
Captain Guy Garcia. I'm the captain on Modiat Tuscan Sun, and we just switched our service providers for internet to Linkscape. Linkscape has been great for us because we have an issue with sometimes getting in the shadow of the mast and losing the internet. And the owner was having quite a lot of problems with it. We switched to Linkscape, and with all the satellites they have in the air, we're able to solve that problem. It's great because we only need to do one click of a button, make a phone call, and we switch from one satellite to the next. It's really, really nice. Linkscape is user-friendly, and I totally recommend for people that may be having issues with their providers to switch to Linkscape.
Hi, my name is Gunther Alvarado. I'm the Chief Engineer on Modiat Tuscan Sun, and yes, we recently switched our VSAT providers to Linkscape. One of the biggest things that attracted me to Linkscape was the fact that through our Wi-Fi system and through any laptop anywhere on the boat, we can switch to different satellites. And biggest reason why that was such a big attraction was all our equipment is in the Sky Lounge, which is a guest area. With the old system, we would have to go to their computer, which was their property, and we would have to go to their equipment, and inside the Sky Lounge we would have to switch satellites. We would have to enter all the programming that was required with them on the phone, sometimes a 20-minute process, and then we would have to wait until their side clears the satellite and we can start getting service with that. Well, in our case, whenever we wanted to switch satellites, because there was a boat next to us or a big cliff next to us, all that we had to do right now with Linkscape is within a couple minutes and one phone call, we can switch that satellite. So that was the biggest attraction for us. And the second reason why we chose Linkscape is the old provider had about seven or eight different boxes. What was amazing about Linkscape is they were with their new technology, they were able to incorporate all those 8 boxes into one single unit. And with that means it's space saving. We can move that equipment around, or we can have that all that extra space for storage for whatever else. And I just found that fascinating, the fact that they can take it down just to one single box, and that single box can interface with all the hardware that's on the boat, the antenna, and in our case our CTEL DDAC system. And the third reason why we chose Linkscape was their excellent customer service. During the startup, they were there for me 24/7. Didn't matter what time of day or what day of the week. And they were there to tell me and help me out with any of the first-time setups that I had. And what was amazing is the person that you were talking to would always be knowledgeable of the entire system and the way it worked. And what's great about it is how simple the system is. They educated me on how to use it, and to the point that right now I really don't have to call them almost ever. And at times, even if my hardware, which has nothing to do with with their system, if I had any issues with my hardware, I knew I can count on them to help me out to troubleshoot any of the problems on the boat, which is great, which is very unique. The customer service in Linkscape is by far the best. I highly recommend Linkscape, especially if you're an engineer that's been given the task of trying to look for a VSAT system or upgrading a VSAT system. Linkscape is your answer, especially how they're able to integrate everything down to just one single modem, which I'd love to show you right now. So here we are where Linkscape's modem is installed, and as you can see, this closet was dedicated to the old system, which took the space all the way from here down to here. Well, this is the new Linkscape modem, and it's just this modem right here. It's just this piece of equipment.
My name is Robert Loudon, and I'm the captain on the motor yacht Odessa, a brand new 160-foot Christensen. The reasons that we switched to Linkscape were for two reasons. On our trip down initially from Seattle to Fort Lauderdale, we had nothing but trouble with the provider that we had on board. My engineer suggested that we move to Linkscape because he had had experience with them and had great success. Sure enough, the engineer was right. We made a phone call to Linkscape en route to San Diego, and in 2 days, the Linkscape modem was sitting on the dock waiting for us. Any little issues that we had, Linkscape was way ahead of us in fixing. They monitor our system online, they move us around to satellites to keep our signal strong, and I can't say enough about how great this customer service has been, the follow-up, and of course the product has been outstanding.
My name is Dylan Hildebrand. I'm chief engineer on the yacht Odessa. I've been doing this for 12 years now, and I came across the Linkscape product 2 years ago. We were looking for VSAT on another vessel, and I compared all the competitors and ended up seeing a demo of Dave's products and was blown away by the capabilities that the product has. It's the only product that has the graphic user interface, so the end user, which is me, can get into the product and I can change satellites and I can check all the settings remotely. I can do it from my bunk, which is incredible. The other thing is Linkscape has remote monitoring, so the last boat I was on, we never touched the system. They did everything for us. We literally went from satellite to satellite to satellite, never touched it, which is incredible. Most of the systems you'd be in there pushing option files into it, playing on the computer. And due to the fact that we only do that once every 3 or 4 months, by the time you actually come around to doing it, you've forgotten how to do it. We have a lot of things to keep our heads on, and this is one that we don't have to worry about anymore. It just does what it has to do, and it's gone. This particular install was pretty amazing. We were on our way down the west coast of California, and our other provider dropped coverage on us, and we couldn't get the modem to work. We called Dave on Friday evening, saying we may need a use unit. We don't know. A unit arrived Sunday morning at the fuel dock waiting for us to install, which was better than anybody else could have done. We put the unit in and continued to successfully sail from San Diego through the Panama Canal and up to Florida without any service interruptions whatsoever. That's pretty amazing service. The Linkscape modem is a one-use size, a typical rack mount size. It mounts right into the rack. All the controls are in the front, as are the data cables, so you can remove data cables or patch into it if you need to. It's quite a pretty unit compared to the other competitors that have kind of they have a tray that bits and pieces are Velcro to. It really not yacht standard. Whereas you'll see the pictures of this modem, it is very pretty. Customer service, we've had outstanding luck. I mean, I've called them all hours of the morning, and especially just getting the equipment. I was blown away that we could get the equipment as fast as we have. And I've kept the poor tech support guys up late at night some nights, but they're always on the phone. They've always answered, and they've bent over backwards for us in terms of technical support.
My name is Noel Cormos, Chief Officer on Motor Yacht Azteca, 72-meter brand new CRN. We chose Linkscape as our VSAT provider because they're easy, simple, and the best customer service I've ever had with any VSAT provider. We've used other VSAT providers before with very poor systems, and this is an easy choice for me, an easy choice for the captain. The owner's happy, I'm happy, and if the owner's happy, everyone's happy. I could advise other captains to go with this system very simply, mainly because there's no guessing games here. Linkscape is out there to help us, and they're out there to give us a VSAT coverage, satellite, and it's there. Everything, you don't have to guessing games, and you don't have to worry about if you're in the air, if the satellite's covered. If the satellite's blocked, no problem. They'll switch us to a new satellite. They're always watching us, always taking care of us, and when something happens, they're probably the first ones to know. Before I even know we're offline, they know we're offline. They're calling me on my cell phone, hey, you're offline, time to switch. So what happens? I'm happy to provide this information to any other captain, and if you're interested, please call Linkscape. Well, we're here in radio room on Azteca, and this is our radio room rack, the server, and this is our Linkscape system, and a modem, Eagle modem, and it's nice because you know what, it fits in the rack. Not like the other ones, too small, too big. This one fits perfectly in the rack, right above the DAC, and you can see what exactly it's doing, where it is, what your relative angle is. If you're online, offline, you can see everything. You don't have to do guess games, nothing like that. It's just simple and easy.